Okay, so it's been about a 2.5 at the moment then altogether.
Yeah.
Far out.
Yep. Yeah. Long
How's that
time.
how's that go mentally for you? Like, you've got a family to provide for, you're thinking about your family's future, and also thinking about a place to live because you're moving away from, like, that's a very
Right.
different thing for Australians and Americans. Like, Americans are very, you guys move around a lot, but we're
We
very
do.
rooted, you know?
Uh-huh.
It's a
Yep.
massive decision to go to another state. How's your, like, how are you thinking about it? What's going on in your head? Are you doubting God in any way because it's taking so long? Or
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Yeah, I would say mentally in the back of my mind, I always knew that God would open doors. I knew that the ministry is what I was called to. I knew that's what God had for me. So I knew that there was going to be an opportunity that presented itself.
Mhm.
I knew that that was coming. That's not to say at times I was impatient or sometimes I felt like, God, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
or, even at one point I was like, am I even called to ministry? Uh, but anytime I wrestled with that, God kind of just confirmed that fact that no, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Just be patient. So it's tough sometimes, and mentally in that state, and that's where you can't just let your feelings control you of your feelings of feeling in discontent or impatient, and let that just lead you to make impulsive decisions. You
Mhm.
have to know what God has taught you, know what God has affirmed previously, and let that rule. Because if you just follow that emotion, it's just up and down every day, each church that calls, so I think it was just mentally just attaching my thought process back to that decision of, hey, this is what God has called me to. He's going to see me through it, and every door that closes along the way, uh, we know that we're just going to do what we're supposed to do, and if it closes, that means God says something better, or this is not what God has for us. So in the meantime, you just have to take the blows as they come and understand that God puts us on a journey for a reason.
Mm.
And my perspective should be, what is God teaching me through this? Not as much, why would you do that to me, God? But God, you're putting me through this, and what are you teaching me through the moment? So.
Yeah, because that's a struggle, man. That
Mhm.
I've always said that anytime I'm not in work or I'm looking for a job, that's always the biggest stress out for me. So to
Yeah.
have patience and just wait on the Lord's timing for that, it's a hard thing, but it's necessary for sure.